Hi, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher with the local Colorado. Thanks for checking in with your statewide forecast. We're talking about a persistent trough to set up shop and head our way. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a second. We'll take you out across parts of the northeastern plains of Colorado, Lyman, Colorado. Beautiful sunshine on our Thursday. Now we're going to start to see a few more clouds heading our way as we get into our Friday and the upcoming weekend, thanks to this trough. How about Breckenridge, Colorado? Turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day across the Rocky Mountains. Get up there, get some fresh air and a little bit of light snow, not to mention the ski slopes are already starting to make a little bit of snow, getting ready for the ski season right around the corner. And Woodland Park just in the foothills of Colorado Springs, just outside of Colorado Springs anyways. A beautiful shot there, absolutely. I grew up going there, by the way. My dad owns a ranch and lives on a ranch just outside of Woodland Park, Colorado. Born and raised in Denver, Colorado. All right, let's talk about your weather headlines. The heat's going to start to build its way back into the area, and as it does so, a trough starts to move its way on in as well. So we're getting a persistent southwesterly flow taking shape in the upper parts of the atmosphere, which is going to help to bring us the heat. But that persistent trough starts to sneak its way on in. Now, it's not going to give us a ton of precipitation, as it looks like it's just going to be skirting just to the north of us. I'll explain details on that here in a second. And then more rain, but unfortunately for you snow lovers out there, not a ton of snow is in the forecast. Now, morning lows will be in the 30s and 40s across the mountains. Will be in the 40s and 50s across the western slope. And the plains from Denver to Burlington will be in the low to mid 50s anyways, with a few pockets of 40s. We showed you Lyman earlier. That's where Lyman is located, right along Interstate 70. All right, futurecast. We're going to see a southwesterly flow taking shape in the atmosphere. Clouds will start to increase throughout our Friday and some showers and thunderstorms. So if you have plans to be up in the higher elevations, joining us from southwestern Colorado, keep in mind a little bit of moisture, afternoon showers and thunderstorms. It's not really going to add up to a whole lot in most locations, but of course, isolated heavy rain can't be ruled out. Forecast high temperatures as we wrap up the week. We're going to be in the 70s across the high country, 80s out west, and we're in the low to still some pockets of 80s and maybe near 90. Again, the southeastern plains are definitely going to be the big winners when we're talking about a lot of heat heading our way. Not a ton of rain expected across the area. Now, of course, that's just parts of the state, just area-wide, but we'll see better rain chances increasing across the highest peaks. We'll say the Continental Divide west over towards the western slope, and maybe a little bit of snow across the highest peaks. Most of the snow is going to be isolated up closer to, say, Yellowstone, near Billings and the northern Rockies. But notice this persistent trough just hanging out with us. So through the weekend, we're going to see a little bit of moisture, but then all the way through next week, this is a week's worth of precipitation and showing you that troughing that's going to be taking shape across the Intermountain West, and that's going to lead to a little bit more moisture. So from now through the weekend, most of the rain or precipitation chances will be across the Continental Divide and westward. Then as we progress through the next 7 days, maybe a little bit of moisture. Some afternoon showers and thunderstorms may develop across the plains. Heaviest moisture content is going to be down across the southern Rockies, down near the Sangre de Crisco's, Telluride. That's where we're talking about some snowfall. Now this is takes us all the way through Friday, October 17th. But the point of the story and the reason why I'm showing you this is because, well, again, for you snow lovers out there, not a ton of snow is being forecasted. We are looking at elevated precipitation chances, though, thanks to this troughing that's taking shape. And the Climate Prediction Center is showing that with the probabilities on the higher side for seeing a little bit of moisture. All right, your 7-day forecast. We'll take it to Denver, Colorado. How about we're going to be in the low 80s all the way through Saturday. Then here comes that trough. And notice it's going to tank our temperatures. Sunday, Monday, we'll stay in the 60s on Tuesday, and then we'll climb back into the 60s and low 70s Wednesday and Thursday. But again, because that trough is going to be persistent, it's going to stick around. Hey, by the way, if you're looking for something to do and you're joining us from, say, near Woodland Park, Colorado Springs area, we've got the Buffalo Grass Music Festival taking shape. It kicks off at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll have temperatures in the 70s. We'll drop into the mid-60s by 5, 7 o'clock down to 56. So you'll need the jackets. And because we have that troughing taking place, it is going to be rather windy as we progress through the concert time. So get out and enjoy yourself. Speaking of Colorado Springs, how about the 80s on Friday, 70s on Saturday, 60s on Sunday? Good day to get outside and enjoy some nice fall, fresh feeling. Hit some of those farmer markets this weekend. Look at those morning lows, though. We're going to drop into the 40s. It's going to be chilly for sure. We're going to hang on to those 60s all next week. Grand Junction, the western slope, has a better chance of rain on Saturday and some showers and thunderstorms. We'll stay in the 70s all weekend long and then mid to upper 70s as we progress through next work week. But remember, we talked about it yesterday. The Climate Prediction Center is still predicting the potential for above average temperatures over the next, still say, 7 to 14 days. So this takes us 2 weeks out. Of course, we're always going to keep you posted on how things play out right here on the local Colorado. Thanks for tuning in.